Hi, I'm Tom Lydon, editor of ETF Trends here in Chicago at the Morningstar ETF Invest Conference. And I'm here with Howard Atkinson, president of Horizons ETFs. Howard, thanks for being here.
It's
I really
pleasure,
appreciate
Tom.
it. Hey, tell us a little bit about Horizons. Now, you're new to the US, but Horizons have been around for a while globally.
Yeah, 2005, we launched our first ETFs in 2007, and today we're in 5 markets around the world. We have 140 ETFs and about $8 billion. Our parent company has $58 billion in assets, Murray Asset Group, and we're about to go into our 6th market in Latin America in just a few weeks, Tom.
Wow, that's exciting. Now, you've launched your first product here in the US just this summer. Let's talk a little bit about a covered call strategy, which helps enhance yield for your equity portfolio, would you say?
Absolutely right. It addresses income needs. I mean, investors are income starved. When you look at today's low interest rates, potential for rates to rise, you have 10,000 baby boomers turning 65 every day, and that's going to occur for the next 15 years, and people are living a lot longer. The last 2 census, we had the number of 90-year-olds tripled. So you're going to need income for a long time. You're going to need to get it from more sources than just fixed income. This allows you to get a little bit more income from your equity portion of your portfolio.
You know, it used to be 10 years ago, the average advisor would be putting allocation portfolios, 60-40 allocations together, but we realize with all the volatility in the markets today, both on the equity side and on the fixed income side, you've got to be a little bit more nimble, and ETFs as tools are allowing us to do that.
Right.
And obviously, with this first product that you folks have in line, you're helping advisors. And would we expect that more of those types of products would come from the folks at Horizons?
Absolutely. We filed for 2 more covered call ETFs on the financial sector and the energy sector. Should be out in the next few months. And what this allows advisors to do is to have an institutional quality covered call program without having the team to do it and getting institutional pricing at the same time. So individual investors, their clients, can benefit from the same strategies that the big boys use, basically.
So we know about the US ETF market. In Canada, it's exploding as well, isn't it?
Right. It's a similar growth profile. It's been growing 25-30% a year for the last decade. We're now at about $75 billion in total assets. And remember, Canada is about 1/10 the size of the US. So whatever's going on in the US, you divide by 10, you pretty much have it in Canada. But it's really a very similar market to the US market, with one exception. There's not the same advancement of fee-based advisors. So it's not the same percentage of the market, but it's catching up quickly. And we think we'll ultimately get to the same place the US is today.
A little bit more on the alternative commodity side in Canada?
Well, just by the nature of the market. I mean, 75% of our market is financials, energy, and resources.
Yeah.
And so just by owning an equity portfolio in Canada, you have a lot of commodity exposure. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have some alternatives. One of our funds in Canada, as a matter of fact, is a managed futures, which has about a minus 4.0 correlation with even Canadian equities.
Okay.
So that's a great diversifier. So not too different than here in the US.
Gotcha. Howard, thanks for spending some time with us today.
My pleasure, Tom. All the best.